Just to be happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Primetime. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2020 from LSU. It's Joe Burrow.
And he was terrific in the opener, threw 3 touchdown passes, and make no mistake about it, he was eager to get right back out and do it again. So I think we'll see him try to test the secondary quite a bit as this game goes on.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Burrow looking to pass. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Lions first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Lions first down.
A first down carry for Davis. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. This defense for the Bears, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
The rushing numbers for Pollard last week, 17 carries, 53 yards, and a touchdown. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And now they will throw it with Burrow. This is Fant on the short completion. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now it's Burrow. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Another Detroit Lions first down. And 8-yard pickup. First down, Lions.
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. Now Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured bear on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Leading them out is the Austin, Texas native at quarterback. It's Baker Mayfield.
And he's a guy who plays with a lot of emotion. He's learned how to channel it really positively because when he throws the football downfield and makes a big play, he'll be the first guy downfield to celebrate with you. But also, when his team needs that confidence, when they need that jolt, they turn to him, and he's ready to provide it.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. This now a 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Lions will take over. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. And they were winners in the season opener Sunday. Now they get the quick turnaround game here on Thursday night. But, CD, you say this is an ideal setup for them. Why?
Well, just the way the schedule lines up because everyone's got to play a Thursday game, and that's because of competitive balance. So, let's face it, would you rather play week 2 when you're still relatively fresh and excited about the season? Or week 15 when you've had a season's worth of bumps and bruises to factor in, and who knows what your record might be at that time as well?
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. They'll drop this underneath to Potter. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
First down. A gain of 5. First down, Detroit.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. This is Fant on the short completion. Here's a 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Bears' 43.
He finds Bateman over the middle. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
Burrow will throw. He'll try and do this himself. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. From the 29, here's a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Bears' 29-yard line.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Here's Burrow. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line.
And the Lions first down. 1st and 10.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. As they've got it as we resume action. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Davis will try to run for it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They were going for it on 4th and inches, now 4th and 5.
Yeah, everything had built to a crescendo, hadn't it? 4th and inches, I mean, we were coming out of our chairs up here. Now on 4th and 5, you've got to think about whether you want to go for it or not.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throw left side complete. That's Cannon. 2 yards on the pickup there. 3rd and 7 now.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
The Bears 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do...
Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game, but found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
A tough spot here, 3rd and 15.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and
Throwing, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
37 yards on the punt with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Up the middle to Davis. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. And Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Well, I thought they should have punted before. Now they probably definitely need to punt, right?
Yeah, we did a little mind melding there, didn't we? Because I was wondering, why are you out there if you're not going to punt it in the first place? Now, I don't think they have any choice.
A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Bears take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
Mayfield now. A short throw to Ingram. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Out of bounds at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 6.
Straight ahead, steal. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
And the Bears, 1st down.
When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd down and 6. Here's Mayfield running the option right. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, the risk reward and him taking hit.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Taking it about the 16. 35 yards that time on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And Detroit getting set to go now. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. but you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
And this will wind up a Lions first down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
A gain of 10 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice play, being able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down. First and 10.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. And they'll go with a ground attack here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Nate Wiggins on the tackle. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
On the ground, it's Ollie Gordon. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
That's another Detroit Lions first down. First and 10 at
The tight end in motion right. They go back to the ground now with Davis. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. 2nd and 6 from the 10. They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Davis, he is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And his kick is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So halftime is upon us on Thursday night prime time, and we go off to Orlando. And Scott Hansen for our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen here in our thankfully dry studios in Orlando. That's obviously not the case at the stadium, where the rain continues to play a factor in this game. Who will take better advantage of it in the second half? To find out the answer, let's go back out to the stadium and rejoin our commentary team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott. Thank you. The rain, maybe not quite as heavy as it was earlier, but still coming down pretty good as we prepare for the second half. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit.
That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
At the 45-yard line.
To throw, Mayfield. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Out of bounds at the 50-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Try to run for it with Jacobs. Shreds the tackle. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Mayfield looks to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
It'll be a gain of just a yard. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Third down.
Here's Mayfield. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down.
At the 33-yard line. John Parker Romo on for the field goal. A 50-yard.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage. Thought that might be the goose egg breaker. Still stuck on 0.
Yeah, this is still a tight game, too. We got to keep that in mind because that miss there, you hang your head, you let it affect you the next time you go out there, then you've really hurt your ball club. Get yourself together. You might get another opportunity, and they're going to count on you to put it through the post.
They begin with a run by Davis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From midfield now, Burrow. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Now it's Burrow. Open man is Tucker. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
4 yards. That's another Detroit Lions.
Play action. It's Burrow. And that is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Nick Wiggins on the coverage.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Davis. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Burrow looking to pass.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they're able to build on things here with a field goal, but the question is how much longer can they really rely on their defense to pitch a shutout?
That's a great question because the guys on the other sideline are saying, give us the ball. We want another shot at this. So, yes, tight game. He'll take the 3. But this game, it's far from over.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Looking to put a drive together.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
25-yard line.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
2nd down, Jacobs once more.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. 2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 8.
They'll drop the throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears.
T. Higgins,
His first touchdown of the new season.
and the Bears are back within a score. So it took them a little while, Charles, but now they have their first points of the game, and they come here in this 3rd quarter.
And more often than not, Brandon, when that happens, you find yourself down 21, 28 points and not really with a lot of hope, but with that touchdown, they're right back in this game.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Lions offense set to take over.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Inside give to Davis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, but that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
And now Burrow not enamored with the formation. Instead, he'll signal for a timeout.
And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. They'll run it again here with Davis. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Burrow.
Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now at Soldier Field. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The Bears on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. And let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Mayfield.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
Complete to number 5, T. Higgins. A gain of 7 brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2.
It's a gain of 3.
3rd down and 10.
Brings up 3rd and 9.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A short throw to Ingram. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop them short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
That one into the hands of Flowers. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Bateman, and he'll go in motion right here. And they'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Again, it's Davis. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Oh, what a great job defensively to stack things up. They were committed to stopping the run. They knew it was coming. And now it looks like they should get the football back as they force an important 3-and-out.
This is brought in at the 21. 31 yards on the punt there.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think if they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again, in fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Yeah, he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
Mayfield going to take it on the sneak.
And he will have the Bears 1st down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 40.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, pick up the 1st down.
As we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. You call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 yards. It's now 3rd and 15.
Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce.
And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 50 yards.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
A 1-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
A 32-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will bring the deficit back down to 3.
So he's good with that one, but remember, he did miss one earlier, and right now that's the difference in the ballgame.
And he knows it all too well, but also understands he can't dwell on it. He's got that one through. That's what counts at this point.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Davis. He'll try and run some clock. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
They go play action with Burrow. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Davis. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a 2nd and 6.
Up the middle to Davis. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
1st and 10.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. And they will take a knee here.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for the Lions, it's an early road victory as they move to 2-0 now on the young season. And they'll get the weekend off now as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to
team will keep the winning ways going to start the season as we're off in week 2. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. So here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
Kate, it's not often that we talk about quarterbacks having a nose for the end zone in football. It's usually reserved for the running backs. But Jalen Hurts has changed that conversation. He has so much power, so much strength. You get him into the short yardage situations around the goal line, he finds a way to get in. But it's not just there. He's got a deep ball that's the envy of many. He's elevated his teammates around him. And he's got a skill set that I know a lot of quarterbacks would sure love to have.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Incomplete. Good coverage by Zion McCullough.
Third and long, they're going to throw. This connects with Higgins. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a pickup of 26. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
First down. A gain of 26 yards. First down, Vikings.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
And this one is knocked away from the intended targets. Good start from the defense here as that incompletion brings up second down. On the ground, this is Damian Martinez. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means third down coming up. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. On third down, it's Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the fourth down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
So out had the Falcons for their first possession. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent.
And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons don't need long to take a 6-0 lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Well, that was quite a way to begin this game, Kate, offensively. And quite a worrying way for those 11 guys defensively. We know that stopping the run's a core component of all of these defensive game plans, and they just put that plan through the shredder.
Matthew Wright for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Falcons will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. On the return, it's Jalen Noel, who dodged the tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25. Minnesota all set to go for its second drive. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Trying for the deep ball. They connect on the deep shot. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Short pass brought in. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he's caught. He's got Brown. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. They'll come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And he's out of bounds on a gain that takes him into the red zone, Brock, inside the 15. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now.
1st down, Minnesota.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. He brings it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hurts yet again. Brought in. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up. Following the play, one of the Vikings in some distress as they hurry the medical staff out to look at him. 8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings make it a 1-point game. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. He connects on the point after. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. Jukes away from 1. He showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they love to see him finally forward, but he only gets him 3.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
Play action now with Purdy. He's got Khalil Shakir. And he's down to almost... Oh, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings' 27-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
Brings up 3rd down.
Purdy will sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He's got 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A 6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, Purdy. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons break the tie here in the first. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Right on for the extra point. Point after is up and through. And the Falcons take the lead here, 14-7 in the first. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. Now Martinez. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Hurts tucks it, starts running. That's no way to treat your reigning conference player of the week as they dump him for a loss. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
They're in long for him here. A throw left side, caught by Brown. He makes the catch, but is hit before he can get that first down. They say he's maybe a yard short. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. And he'll get under this one and make the fair catch at the 19-yard line. The Falcons and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. First down, a run with Barkley. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive. Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Purdy to throw it. Looking for him on the screen there, but it's incomplete. So 2nd down produces nothing. Back to the huddle they go for 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and
Throw here, 3rd down. Ooh, puts him air under this one, right side. This is caught inside the 15. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score. Here's Ford. And he will score. Touchdown Atlanta. The Falcons take a 13-point lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that can score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
This one is up and good. And the Falcons double their lead to 14. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. No to return this. Things going well so far. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. The Vikings offense back to the field now. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Here's Martinez. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Leonard Floyd bringing that play to a close. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
A play fake, now Hurts to throw. And he has a massive gain in style, sliding in safely after a tremendous pickup. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
First down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And we're open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county. After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Running is Martinez. And this is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Vikings first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now run with Martinez. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Back to throw, Hurts. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Throwing here, Hurts. And that one's incomplete. For now, it brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. So the flag is declined, and now, Brock, they got to figure out what they want to do on 4th and goal.
A 23-yard attempt.
Bass's kick is good. And that gets him back to within 11.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Has this at the 6. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Coach Raheem Morris sending his Falcons offense back to the field. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. They get 27 on the play. And that is good enough for Atlanta. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now it's Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Completed over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
Complete to
3rd and just 2 to go.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the pistol, it's Ford. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
So with the Falcons set to punt on 4th, on comes Bradley Pinion. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Martinez. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
Vikings, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On first and 10, it's Hurts. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be second down.
Junior Colson there on the cover.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
And the Vikings.
Back-to-back carries here. We'll call that one a gain of, let's say, 2 yards at second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got first and 10 from the red zone.
Vikings, first down.
Working inside the red zone. Finds his back. Here's Eric Gray. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Second and 2 at the 11-yard line.
Give now to the running back. Well, he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain. And after the play, one of the Falcons still out there injured. So we'll get a brief stoppage here as they check on him.
And it brings up third down.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. There he is on third and short. Right side cut by Higgins. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
Well, that's one of the moments as a QB, you just feel like those defenders are in your huddle. To drop them for a loss on third down can't happen. That's an incredibly quick read by the defense.
Bass's kick is good. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
He fields it from the 8. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Falcons and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And that front is really going to need to buckle down and provide some more opposition because he's gotten off to an excellent start here. New set of downs for him from the 31. They're going to go with Barkley on the counter. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
On second down, here's Barkley. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. He can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons lead by 14.
Quarterback, receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
Right on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Falcons lead by 15 now.
Vikings 13.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. Noel to return this. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The Vikings now set to take the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. First play of the drive, and he takes an option left. Lewis Slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Shotgun snap for Hurts. He's keeping it again. Now he's hit, Hurts fumbles. And he's fortunate to cover it himself, but the clock's still running as we count down to halftime. Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Completes this one to Gray. And he gets them back what they lost on that penalty. 2nd and 10. Here's Hurts. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Hurts now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Minnesota spends its 2nd timeout here. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Hurts setting up to throw. Finding Brown back-to-back plays. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
It's a gain of 8.
Low back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down. Vikings out of the hurry-up, need everyone back to the line.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
And they spike the ball to stop the clock. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That is incomplete, down to 13 seconds left. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. The upright's 31 yards away, dead ahead. Bass's kick is good. And doing what they can against the lead as it's back down to 12.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick. To have that confidence built, that's important.
He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And this hasn't been a common side out of him tonight, but the defense wins this rep. He's limited to no gain on the carry.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Out comes the Atlanta offense for the debut possession of the second half. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Third quarter is going to start with a run by Barkley. And he stops quickly here. 2 yards on the play, and we've got 2nd and 8. After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On the draw, it's Barkley. Escapes the defender. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
And the Falcons first down.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, and they go right back to him. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
4 straight ahead. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10.
Purdy setting up that play action. Boots brings this one in. And he works it down to the enemy 44-yard line. Diamador Lenore there on the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's brought down, and a penalty flag out on the play as well. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Downfield, and Shakir has it. And he takes it down to the 33. They got 21 yards on the play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
First down, a run with Barkley. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Play action now with Purdy. Oh, baby, he gets dropped, and the ball is out. And the Vikings have recovered.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Now Martinez. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Here's Martinez. And he'll get it up to the 44. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44.
First down. A 5-yard gain on the play.
Let's get it out wide, complete. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 50-yard line.
They go play action. Here's Hurts. Ball finds his running back. This is Damian Martinez. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out.
It's a gain of 11.
New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
Right here, the carry. Good hit on the grounds here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Leading is Martinez. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. He picks up 15 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
That's another Vikings first down.
Now run with Martinez. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be 2nd down.
The tackle by Derwin James. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Falcons' 12-yard line.
Trying to throw this from the gun. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings start the second half with some needed points. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yeah.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Bass gets the extra point to go. And the Vikings trim the deficit down to 5.
Vikings 23.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Return coming from the 6. This makes it up to the 25. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Purdy to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
16.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
It's a screen to Barkley. He dodged the tackle. Dancing past him. Breaks through and breaks away. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. They get 22 out of that play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Well, he scrapes together a yard at most. It's 2nd down.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
On the gun is Purdy. He completes it in traffic. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Offense is set. 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 11. And the Falcons 1st down.
They give up the middle to Ford. Bounces this outside and winds up with a nice chunk of yards there as a result. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Short pass brought in. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out.
It's a gain of
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
That's another Falcons 1st down.
Option play. They give it to Barkley. And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
14 more yards. That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Barkley. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Falcons with the football. They're leading, but not by a ton. After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them.
And he gets in. Touchdown! The Falcons stretch into a 2-score game in the 4th. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. He finds his way in on the sneak. All right, Brock, wondering your thought here, because to me it felt like they already had a play picked out to go for it on 4th down if that sneak hadn't worked. Do you agree?
Well, by they, if you mean the guys in the booth on the sideline, sure. But the 11 on the field, that effort just showed you they were not thinking about anything else but pushing it across the line.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Vikings and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And this is brought to a stop up at, let's say, the 34-yard line there. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 10. And the Vikings first down.
Hurts to throw. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. And he's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Throwing here, Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And 4th and 4 coming up. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Coach Raheem Morris sending his Falcons offense back to the field. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
14 yards. And the Falcons first down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They go to Barkley again. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
The 2nd down run by Ford. Shoots away from 1. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's a pickup of 9. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
The Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
There's a dive up the middle. Very small gain, if anything here, maybe a yard. It's 2nd down.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy. And that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds Barkley underneath. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
1st and 10, here's Ford. He's held it just a couple of yards on that carry, and that brings up 2nd down.
He's brought down by Deion Jones. A gain of 2.
Heads out on the bootleg.
2nd and 8.
Dumped off to his running back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down.
3rd and 8.
3rd and long for him here. On target to Moore. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. Nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. We had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Complete beyond the marker. Has some room to work. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons have likely locked up the win right there. Now as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
Right on for the extra point. Good on the extra point attempt. And the Falcons go up by 19.
42. Vikings 23. Bradley Pinion
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Noel to return this. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10.
Keep Warner there defensively.
Hurts now from the gun. Lobs this one up, looking deep to the right side. Brought in inside the 20. And he has this down to the 14-yard line.
It's a gain of 60 yards. And the Vikings first down.
On 1st down, Hurts. Brought in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
Going right side, Robinson with it. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
At the 7-yard line. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Desperation time here on 4th. And oh, he got it! Interception! Dante Jackson takes it away. So the interception's going to be remembered by the fans here, partner, but not by the official score. The interference call takes that away. Now Hurts. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and goal.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he has the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. You always tell me, Brock, it is a whole different world here. Running routes, working in confined spaces, instead of having that whole field to spread out a defense.
Oh, spot on, Caden. Some players, that's the world they thrive in. Finding windows where windows shouldn't exist and then being ready for the throw to arrive. It happens so fast. Trusting your quarterback to make the right read and get it to you.
Vikings 30.
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. Oh, the Vikings got to it first. They get it back. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Martinez. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Offense to the line fast.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd.
Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
At the line of scrimmage.
Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him.
Falcons 45-yard line.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. Give him 13 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota. New set of downs for him from the 31.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Minnesota.
They'll run here on 1st down. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. And motion the slot man right. This time it's a passing play. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Vikings out of the hurry-up, need everyone back to the line. Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they take their shot for the end zone, Brock, rather than focusing on that first down marker. And now they've got a decision to make.
Yeah, I think with that incompletion, they've made the decision. You better send that field goal team on. They took their shot. They just couldn't finish it.
He's making a bid for it. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hold this one away. Clock is falling into its final minutes. Here comes 2nd and 10. Hurts. Has it down close. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
And it's no good. Not the time you want to see the extra point off the mark here in a one-score game in the fourth. So down inside the final minute, they're ready to try the onside kick. And the Falcons are all over the kick. That should just about wrap things up here. They may have caught them a little by surprise on the last onside try, but certainly much more prepared this time around. That one is not successful.
Yeah, it's tough enough. The numbers tell all of us, right? It's tough enough to do it once. Recovering 2 in a row, well, that's borderline impossible. And that Hands team, they were going to let their side down a second time, that's for sure.
The Falcons headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First down, a run with Barkley. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
And the Falcons first down.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Line up the design keeper. So the Falcons earn the win in this one. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.